The officiator will represent Peter at the altar.
A couple will now come to the altar. Brethren and sisters, this couple at the altar represent all of you as if at the altar, and you will be under the same obligations as they will be. We are required to give unto you the law of the gospel as contained in the Holy Scriptures, to give unto you also a charge to avoid all light-mindedness, loud laughter, evil speaking of the Lord's anointed, the taking of the name of God in vain, and every other unholy and impure practice, and to cause you to receive these by covenant. Each of you bring your right arm to the square. Each of you covenant and promise before God, angels, and these witnesses, that you will observe and keep the law of the gospel and this charge as it has been explained to you. Each of you bow your head and say yes.
Yes.
That will do. We are instructed to clothe you in the robes of the holy priesthood. Place the robe on your left shoulder. Place the cap on your head with the bow over the right ear. Replace the apron. Tie the girdle with the bow on the right side. Remove the slippers from your feet and put them on again as part of the temple clothing. You may now proceed to clothe. A couple will now come to the altar. With the robe on the left shoulder, you are prepared to officiate in the ordinances of the Aaronic priesthood. We will now give unto you the second token of the Aaronic priesthood with its accompanying name and sign. This token is given by clasping the right hands and placing the joint of the thumb between the first and second knuckles of the hand in this manner. We desire all to receive it. All arise. If any of you have not received this token, please raise your hand. The name of this token is your own first given name if you are going through the temple for your own endowment, or if you are going through for the dead, it is the first given name of the person for whom you are officiating. The sign is made by bringing the right hand in front of you, with the hand in cupping shape, the right arm forming a square, and the left arm being raised to the square. This is the sign. I will now explain the covenant and obligation which are associated with this token, its name and sign, which you will be required to take upon yourselves. If I were receiving my own endowment today, and if my first given name were David, I would repeat in my mind these words after making the sign. I, David, solemnly covenant before God, angels, and these witnesses, that I will never reveal the second token of the Aaronic priesthood with its accompanying name and sign. Each of you make a sign of the second token of the Aaronic priesthood by bringing the right hand in front of you with the hand in cupping shape, the right arm forming a square, and the left arm being raised to the square. This is the sign. Now repeat in your mind after me the words of the covenant. I, think of the first given name, solemnly covenant before God, angels, and these witnesses, that I will never reveal the second token of the Aaronic priesthood with its accompanying name and sign. That will do.